Hey, what's going on YouTube channel? It's Tars down again. Go hard, go home. Y'all know how we get down over here. We're gonna do a small dose for y'all today. Help y'all out in this, you know what I'm saying? And you know, come together as guys and try to do the best we can in life. Alright. Now, y'all hit that subscribe button for me if you will before I even get into this. Because I don't ask for cash apps. I don't ask for all that other junk like everybody, all these other channels pay me, do this. No. I just want the feedback and the subscribers. And I work it from there because it's a personal experiment thing too for me. So, with that being said, I think I could solve a lot of guys' problems, especially here in the States. Right? With these 3 words. Stop wanting love. I'll let that sink in for a second while I fire up this joint. But you gotta stop wanting love. You know, the more I do, I look at this manosphere thing, and not just the red pill guys and the game guys, but the women and some of the comments that I see on some of the videos and stuff like that. What I come to find out is that, at least from my point of view, a lot of guys have come to a point of, I guess, misunderstanding. It's a misunderstanding. Let me turn the stove off. Okay. Sorry about that. Gotta remember to do that next time. Misunderstanding. It's a misunderstanding. And I think it's because a lot of guys are younger. They think this is a new trend of how the women are acting and what they're saying and wanting a rich guy. Cause see, that's what you guys are calling it now. High value man, that's rich person. This is nothing new. It's always been here. Okay? It's always been here. All right? And it's never going to go away because women are hypergamous. It's just like some of these guys are saying, but just they don't know how to get around it. The only way to get around hypergamy, guys, is you can never want love. Stop wanting love. See, the thing about it is love is for kids and women and dogs. I did another video on this with Chris Rock. I didn't do it with Chris Rock. I put a Chris Rock video in there. Some of y'all may have seen it. I can't remember the name of the video right now. But you'll see the Chris Rock video on there when you look through the things. It's one of the ones that they make not even too long ago here, maybe a few weeks ago. But Chris Rock's telling jokes in there. He's doing a joke, his joke thing. And he tells the truth in there. He's saying that, hey, men are only, women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. And this is the truth. Men are only loved under conditions that they provide something, and you got to provide a lot. You're not going to be loved. What guys need to want is respect, because you're not going to be loved. More than likely, you're going to live your whole life unless you become a millionaire. Then you may be loved by a woman, but until then, no. You'll be a big walking ATM and support system for her. But until you have like just total buku money, then they might love you. But until then, you can only get a little bit of respect. And that's for being higher than everybody else. And you're going to have to keep being higher than everybody else in order for you to get respect. The thing is that I want to talk about another thing too, and I'm going to get to talking about this in some of my other videos because these guys, this raise her interest in you. No. That y'all hurting yourselves doing that. If you raise interest if this woman's not interested in you and you do anything you can to raise her interest, that's what you're gonna be doing for the rest of your life. It's also why I saw some of those comments that I'll be seeing when the guy done been with a girl for a long time and then all of a sudden it's over because she never cared about you in the first place. She never liked you. That's why I'm always gonna be talking about choosing signals. You always be looking to get chosen. These guys that watching the Cario channel come on here, oh, you scared? You know I ain't. I know better than that shit you doing. I know what it causes. I know what's gonna happen. You gonna be dilly-dally with this joker, and then you either gonna get your ass beat by somebody that's around her too, or you get robbed by somebody else that's around her, because that shit can happen. Because women can't control these guys. They want to do this player shit, but I'm telling you now, I stay with a gun when I go to a woman's house, because I already know how that is. I had this shit happen to me a couple of times. You fuck with this chick, and some dude come to the house trying to kick the damn door in, and beat the door. I done had to fucking whip ass or fucking damn near kill people a lot of times fucking with women. So you got to start understanding, guys. They want to do this shit, but they don't know how to do it. They can't do it because they can't control the men. You're going to have to do that. You're going to have to be the one that's willing to fight if you want to keep doing this shit. My best bet to you, my best advice to you, I think, is get as much damn money as you can and then let them choose you. That's my idea. If you got to raise their interest in you, you need to lower your interest in her. I got a video that I think that's called that. Don't raise your interest in her, lower your interest in her. Don't raise her interest in you, lower your interest in her, something like that. But you don't need to be raising her interest. If it ain't there, you need to be on to the next. Because you got to raise the interest now, you have to raise it again later. You're going to be raising it for the rest of your life. You're going to be trying to keep it. So that's the problem y'all got now. These people are not interested in you. I've been reading, I keep watching these manosphere, all this manosphere shit. And the only thing I can come down to is these guys looking for love that don't exist for men. And then number two, they're going after women that don't like them. Two problems in the manosphere. That's only two problems it's got. Guys are looking for love. That you don't get that. The women get that. You get respect and sex. You're not getting no love. You don't believe me? Go a few examples. Okay? You have a humane society which helps animals. Okay? That's for animals, you know, the shelter, stuff like that. Sometimes on your local news channel, you might see them over there showing the animals. Come help the animals. Feed the animals. Send money to the animals. They got commercials for that. Save the whales. Do this right here, okay? Animal protection. You got a child protection service in the United States. I don't know what they call it in other places, but you got people whose whole purpose in life is to protect children. Okay? Then you got women's protection stuff. You got women's shelters and things like that. If they get battered or whatever in their relationship, they can go to these shelters. So women, children, and animals are going to be taken care of. I hope y'all just peep that. I think I dropped a good one right there. And I'm doing this shit for free, so y'all at least can hit that subscribe button. You see what I'm saying? So here's the deal. Women, children, dogs, gonna get taken care of. Now, if your woman hits you, right, you're more likely to go to jail first because they gotta figure out that you didn't start it. That's gonna happen to the man. If the child hits the man, it's probably gonna be assumed that you abused the child first before they get to anything else. If a dog bites you, okay, it would probably be assumed that you abused that animal before they try to figure out what anything is. People are not wrong about things. And they're not saying, they're saying it's against guys, but it's not. It's because we're at the top of the food chain, so nobody really supposed to eat us. That's why. That's why when you make videos or you make comments or you make, you know what I'm saying, any type of suggestion to women about them settling or having to come down to your level, you sound like trash. That's why. Because you're supposed to be the top of the food chain. That's how it's supposed to be with men. That's why we don't get love. We don't get protection. We don't need it. We're supposed to be giving it. So you got to stop wanting love. That will solve one of your problems right there. Stop wanting it. Be content that the woman respects you. Okay? How she respects you? Not giving everybody else the pussy. That's it. That's pretty much it. Because the rest of the other shit they talking about, it's going to fluctuate between women so much. Her attitude, all this and that. If you can get this chick to fuck only you, that is good enough. That's what you got to settle for these days. See, it's funny to me that these guys keep making these videos telling these women to settle. But these guys want love and they're not willing to settle to get it. You're not going to get love from women who got a bunch of options, guys. It's the same thing as the other way around. When guys said, because I'm finna get a headache because this shit kind of, but let me fire this weed because I can't. Guys are sitting there telling women what they got to settle for, right? But in the whole thing, in the whole sense of the thing, is really the guys who can. My grandmother always said, when you're pointing the finger at somebody else, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you. Hey girl, you gotta settle. Hey girl, you gotta settle. Y'all see them 3 fingers pointing right the fuck back at me? You see that? That's the problem. If men want love, they're gonna have to settle. Because you don't get love from the upper class women. That don't happen. They're about money and hypergamy, and that's it. You got the money and shit, maybe, but you don't got the money, you out. It's just how it is. But we tell these women to settle. We're not willing to do it. The first thing you need to do is stop wanting love. You guys are going to have to settle for the fact, you new age guys, because we did it a long time ago. Love is not for men. This is like Chris Rock told you. It's like he said in a little jokey thing. Go check it out. Love is not for men. Only women, children, dogs, animals will be loved unconditionally. You will only be loved as long as you got that bread. Hey, everybody likes the medicine man. Everybody likes the braves, the brave in the tribe, the head brave in the tribe. Everybody likes them, but everybody, everybody in the doggone whole tribe gets down with Chief. They get down with the Chief. Okay, yeah, we go see the medicine man if we got to. You know, we might fuck with his hunter because he got some food right now, but Chief control everybody. So if we need medicine, we can fuck with Chief. If we need food, we can fuck with Chief because he just tell them to give it to him. You see, you got to start looking at this jump from this kind of way, y'all. It's pretty much tribalism type stuff, guys. Men must stop wanting love. There's no such thing as love for a man. None. You want respect. I sound like that Andrew Tate guy now, I think, but he was telling the truth about that one. I think they just didn't like the way he was saying it. You don't want you. It's not that you don't want love. I understand you want love. I wanted love too at one point in time in the 8th grade. I taught myself better than that. And the reason why I did that was because, see, back then, and here's another problem I think that happened. See, they started telling everybody that everybody wins. Everybody gets a consolation prize, this and that kind of junk. Back when I was in school, you had first place, and those were the winners. It was that was the winners. The winners was first place. That's all it just got pushed to you like this. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no, yeah. Second place, that was the first fucking loser. That was it. And nobody was changing the rules of no game to make it better for you or make it easier for you. And I think that's why some of the guys can't adapt today. Because they made it so easy for them in school. They told you the people to change the rules. These rules ain't changing. I'm telling you right now, these women ain't changing. They just getting more aggressive right now with this jump because the economy is in the doggone shitter. And see, the Kevin Samuels guy told you, he was right about this part. When winter comes, when he said winter's coming, but see, winter was happening when he was getting big. That's my view of it. That's why he got big, because winter happened. It was the middle of a pandemic, and then women was trying to figure out how to doggone get a hold of a guy who could help them out, because a lot of them hadn't lost their jobs. A lot of people ain't had no money. They was going to go see. When women get into a bad position, they will turn to men for them to be helped. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. That crying about to come down to my level, no. Whatever your level is, you need to go down. Because that's what's going to have to happen. And asking other women to come down to that level is going to keep you from even going down your other level, because they're going to consider you a sucker too. Stop doing it. Stop wanting love. First thing. You gotta stop wanting love. You are not going to get it. You are a man. It sounds bad, but if you look over the last, you can look back. These complaints and stuff these guys having on these channels is the same junk that's been going on for years, and it's gonna be ignored. That's why you had these doggone incel guys start turning into shooters and shit, because that shit, I'm telling you, bro, this shit is not gonna that shit's not going to get taken care of the way that they want. You have to fix the inside of yourself. You start with this. That love junk ain't real. Not for you. Not for you. You got to love them, right? But you can't care. You can't. You see what I'm saying? You can't want that feeling back. You can't and be successful with this. You will stay hurt. Like I see a lot of them guys, man, on the red pill side and on the game side, they just full of rage. They don't see it. But when I read their comments and stuff, I see it. Because I don't see them as should have be any problem. Especially if they're not expecting to be cared about. A lot of them get upset because they went to this whole thing expecting for women to care about them. No. I'm going to end it on this note. She won't care till you're a millionaire. She won't care till you're a millionaire. That's how that's going to work, guys. So you might want to stop wanting love. Respect is what you should want. So this has been Tars Down, and y'all go hard to go home. Y'all hit that subscribe button for me. Drop the comments. Let me know what y'all thinking. And we'll keep talking about this. But you want to fix this problem, guys? Stop wanting love. That's the first step. Peace.